Welcome back.
Welcome back to everybody. A quick recap of where we got to last week. Last
Session.
You guys had made your way following your semi-successful battle with the Manticores. You guys made your way down towards the Crossroads Village. When you reached the Crossroads Village, the Imbani Village, you guys were prevented from entering despite your best efforts. You were prevented from entering due to what appears to have been a case of the Scarlet Breath outbreak in the village. You guys then decided, when there were two options, to go either through the foothills of the mountain or along the coast. You guys decided to go straight through the jungle following Dular's suggestion.
Yes.
Yes.
I do want to ask Dular, is there a reason that you decided on that?
Familiar with.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Dular is most familiar with the jungle and therefore decides to take that route.
I think my character was also very familiar with the jungle as well. So I think I voted for him as well. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that must have been a full vote then if everybody went down that road. So, I have already set up a couple of things, and let's make your survival check. Uh, 8 to begin the night. And 8. Okay, can you please give me D100?
All right. We are not going to use the metal dice. We're going to go back to good old classic. And we're going to get a 36 to
A 36. All right. You guys know that you're about 3 days from the lake that you guys were headed to, or at least it would be 3 days if you took either the foothills or the coast. However, you guys journey into the into the jungle. The first half a day, the jungle is quite sort of thinned out. The trees start to sort of thicken as you get further in towards it. By the time you reach about the end of your first day, you guys are now almost completely entombed in jungle. In every direction you look, all you can see is dense trees, vines, and overgrown grass. You guys make your camp for the first night. Are we going to set watch?
We should definitely get. First of all, scroll rest soon. Let me pull the out and the same of the time. I will take first watch. I can take watch with Dular. No, might as well double up. Clear.
I'll do second watch with you.
Promise.
I'll join in.
All right. Can I get one of the first watch to make a perception check? Actually, you guys can help each other on your lookouts. With the advantage of doing it.
I'll give him I'm going to give him a shoulder rub to give him a assist. Got this.
All right.
I has to do this.
You're in furball form?
I was going to wait until we've gone to sleep, and I'm going to wake up like that.
Okay.
And then I'm going to wake up.
Can you reach his shoulders then?
I mean, I can find her up there tonight. Not good. We did that.
Pat him on the back.
And that's okay, dude. That's gonna get most of the critters that are probably like this thing I would ask you is and hide during my watch.
You can.
I'm prognosing.
Okay, can I get each of you to make a stealth check?
Absolutely, with gusto.
The third roll of the night, it's still not good.
Oh no, you're like slamming around, waking everybody up. Here's not much better. It's a 12
At 12.
with 9.
At 9 and a 12. All right.
You get things like falling all over. Expertise put your foot with tools.
The first watch passes without incident. You guys are hidden, we shall say. But you do not detect anything. The noise of the jungle is quite deafening. People don't often realize that jungles are exceedingly noisy at night. But you guys managed to push through your first, so it's first 3 hours.
Honestly, I don't even mind the noise. It's kind of like white noise. You're like lulled me to sleep. Like the sounds of the city. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you just hear people walking down the street or like talking. Yeah. Anyways, so nice watch. And then you hit the hay.
All right.
That was me. It was I wouldn't do I just don't think of it.
Second watch, you guys go and awaken the Tabaxi and Half-Elf, and they take their watch. And let's do a perception check for each of you guys, please.
Okie dokie. Not a natural 20, but a 20.
Ooh, a dirty.
I got on 11.
11. So are you guys doing watch together? Are you separated?
I think they were doing, I think it was Dular and me, then Hillary and then.
No, I know that order. Are you guys sitting Max?
I'll probably stick pretty close to that clause.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a more interesting nickname than Pebbles. So
I think that you can do the neck.
Yeah. Casual.
Casual.
And we're in my element, so
Yeah, I think I like to hang out with you a little bit, even though I don't know you. I don't like
well, that's how we can get to know one another.
true. So how you doing?
I am all right, but it's just there's a lot that's been going on lately.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I am a little overwhelmed and maybe confused.
I'm very intrigued by what's occurred so far. I think
You know stuff.
I know some stuff. I think I'm very observant. You know?
Yeah, my first foray from into the jungle. I kind of wish we took the coast, but
Well, I can understand that. I'm not a big fan of any type of water, and I feel safe in the jungle, so I figured between myself and Dula we could handle whatever comes at us.
yeah, that's why I agreed because you guys are really powerful, and I'm
Thank you.
sorting my stuff out.
Sorting your stuff out?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know about all this power I got, and
Well, didn't you say it was very new to you?
so very new and it's making me tired. I need to sleep all the time. I'm grumpy.
Yeah, I feel that. It's probably very, very overwhelming.
Yep.
But you're learning more about yourself as we go on, right?
True. I mean, I'm just barely an adult. So,
You got a ways to go. A whole lifetime to perfect what you do know and then learn even more.
have that half-elf longevity. So,
That's always a perk.
got a lot of time. As long as we don't fucking die on our mission here. Yeah.
knock on wood. I think we've got a pretty good group here, so I'm not too worried.
After the first hour and a half of your watch, it's coming on to about 2 a.m. at this point, maybe 2:30. You begin to hear the noise of footsteps coming from the north, probably quite a ways away, but you can hear the sound of armor clinking as something was passing you guys by. They do not appear to be stopping or particularly interested in you guys whatsoever. You just hear the sound of armor clinking along the ground.
Can Puddles see where it's coming from, or just hear it?
You can hear it. It's coming from the north, not overly far away. I would say a quarter of a kilometer.
Okay.
It's passing quite near to the jungle, but
Okay.
if you wished to view it, you would actually have to either
Climb?
clear a little. You could climb a tree. You could.
Interesting. Okay. Puddles would like to attempt to climb the tree to get a better look at where this clinking is coming from. So she's gonna go to Ayla and hold on, I hear something, but I'm gonna go check it out.
Okay. Wait.
Just stay watch, and I'll be right back. She's gonna attempt to climb up the tree
Okay.
stealthily,
Can you
sneaky like.
a athletics check? As a monk, you're usually pretty good at those.
16.
16. You have no difficulty whatsoever clambering up the tree. The trees here are, like most jungle trees, very, very, very tall. But you reach the canopy with your climb, and you hop through the top of the canopy into a massive field of stars above you.
Yeah.
There is no light whatsoever.
Beautiful.
Looking to the north, you can see a track not too desperately far from you. As I say, about a quarter of a kilometer, maybe a little less. There appears to be a path, a well-trodden path through the jungle. And in it, you can see 3 individuals walking. One is carrying a torch. The other appears to have some sort of glowing light following her. You can make out one female in a red armor with a long red cloak, being followed by 2 other males, Imbani males, dressed in their traditional red, so not the same as the female. They're just wearing their traditional red clothing and some light armor underneath. They appear to be heading to the southeast, towards the lake that you guys were making for.
Okay. So, she's going to observe that, and then she's going to slowly crawl back down the tree, and she's going to tell Ailerin what she sees.
Like Vermilion Order red? Was this Vermilion Order red? It's not so good.
Certainly the female in the front is wearing the traditional Vermilion Order appearance.
Did Puddle see that lady originally when they were in the city square way back when?
No.
Okay, so she wouldn't recognize.
No.
Okay.
And you're far away enough that you couldn't really make out faces or anything anyways, but
I could see that there was some glowy light orb, so it's probably some sort of magic.
yes, she appears to have some sort of glowing orb following her. and one of the guards is carrying a torch.
Okay.
Managed to pass. Can I grab a d20 off somebody? Ooh, biggin. Okay. They pass without observing you in the slightest.
I think we're all pretty incognito.
It takes probably about 10 minutes before they're far enough away that you would be willing to adventure some speak. Or venture, not
So should I wake? You know what? Yeah. So Puddles is gonna wake everybody up. Oi, you guys, get up. You won't believe what I just saw. Sorry, I know that you just came off watch, but I need to tell you, there were these 3 individuals I just saw on the path. They were heading south towards the lake, where we're headed, and one was dressed all in red. She appeared to be small, and there was a glowy orb behind her, and then there were 2 armored Mbani soldiers with her.
Sounds really pressing. Can I go back and look at Mbani soldiers? She said.
Yes,
Then I go,
which I thought was very questionable, but why would they be going down to the lake?
they must be seeking something similar to us.
Or they're seeking us in general, either one of us or something. In general, like that's
Well, we did visit the Mbani village, so
who we did, and they were clearly after somebody. And
we would be the latest description where we were. So it would seem unlikely that the Mbani allied themselves to the land. Well, if they're secretly off, it might be just ready. They are very bad people.
They may not be doing it willingly. If she's a magic user, she could have, I don't know, bewitched them somehow.
Like if you just throwing this out there, they might just be bullied by their million over because they're wearing the traditional robes because that's what they wear regardless, but like they might just be minimally working for them.
Is that likely? Do the Mbani, are they like hired mercenaries?
I mean, anyone can take a job if they want to. I've taken jobs that, you don't necessarily think. So what is that fun? Wow, we can either supersede them or accept.
Well, I don't believe they noticed that we were here. So it could, however, we don't know the type of power she has. So do we want to jump in before we have all the information? I feel like we've done that a lot.
Everything decided personally, I don't know that we would be able to, as a group, take on upper million order, mage, seer, oracle, whatever the hell they call themselves, plus also some like probably pretty tough money. So 2 of us could at least to look like Bob. So we just sure, but how successful have we been with like subterfuge and stuff?
And if they were the Mbani from the village that we just saw, they've already seen us,
We would know like, oh yeah, these guys are totally not the people.
which is a disadvantage.
100% this is
yeah,
I will provide one piece of information to you guys. During your time in High Spring, even just briefly, you have noticed plenty of Mbani working in other jobs. You have seen them as guards in the city.
Oh,
There was, High Spring was at one time a large Mbani village or collection of villages. The city was essentially built around their villages and then gradually sort of pushed them out to the outer ring of the city. However, many of them are employed in the city working as guards, working as farmers, working as shepherds, and
so they'll take any job that pays, essentially.
essentially, yes, they would be like any other humans who do have to eat and are looking for it.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's
Okay.
entirely possible that they are just
So was it your opinion that we might accept them if we continue on this path?
Well, I don't really. The little one in the red cloak frightens me just a little bit, and I feel like maybe we shouldn't get in her way if we want to live.
Perhaps we should give them a line for yeah, head in another direction. Like I've seen what people can do on accident with magic. I can only imagine that it is several orders of magnitude worse if it's like deliberate, like turn you inside out, sort of. Just
Oh,
yeah, spend. I hate to delay, but we just spend more time here at that leave. I mean, we haven't finished tonight's sleep, and it's a long time thinking.
true, but now I don't think I could sleep after seeing that.
Why don't we
So
make that gesture of moving closer to our objects? Not.
Hmm.
I don't. Yeah. I would.
well, I agree.
The strategy that it's keeping us alive. Yeah. If they were moving and to not notice, they would have reason to stop moving and then focus their attention on us. They're gonna continue doing what they gotta do. If we stay put, they're gonna be moving further away from us, which gives us time to like rest and prepare if we need to defend ourselves, whatever, I guess. In any case, I don't think we should break camp until the morning.
Wait,
I want to involve history, more military. The idea if the Vermilion Order would like choose to scout in front of the like a larger group, or if she's or like the tactics, like would she be like a scout for them, like a bat or a messenger, or do you think, or I think that they might
make your history roll.
okay, like a 12.
A 12. You do know that the Vermilion Order tends to operate in small groups. There are not large numbers of the Vermilion Order, so they tend to operate with guard backup. This is a smaller group than you have seen thus far. Your 12 doesn't tell you too much about their tactics, but what you are aware from your experience and from your bit of knowledge is because there are few, they tend to operate essentially as like special agents.
Mm-hmm.
They use their the guards as much as possible, or if it comes to a straight up fight, they will usually bring their stronger champions who you guys had run into before.
Okay.
Jedi, can you use your little birdie to spy on her?
I could.
But just like really carefully and not be seen? I mean, it's dark enough.
All so far that I think, right? Or how far can you send them? Do you really?
They can't be that far away from us.
Keep in mind they were about a quarter of a kilometer away, and you had to actually break through the top of the canopy jungle in order to see them.
So they'd be well over already.
Oh, never mind. I thought maybe.
It sounds like she's independent from the others Vermilion based on what you described, and her health is very minor in comparison. But that this might be a simple messenger.
But
There aren't really settlements first. Those red tree levels
there are not.
doesn't sound like one of those specialists.
I would like to run on the assumption that she's after us and they found out from somebody in the city that we were heading this way. That's the the way I want to operate. And I feel like Kim's got my back here.
Searching for us, like searching for you. Step.
Let's go in.
We got the
True.
based on our next sets. We only watch just starting out in small groups and get the very small. I mean, there could be more. Well, they are the specialists, and so since there's three opposed to the champion we saw in town, then let us make the cut.
Well,
Only a day to the count, which is head
back.
and never so head back at an angle towards the coast of gas west. I can roll that.
I think remaining in the cover of the jungle might be wise for us for now.
I think we need to stay a good distance off of the trail, like the main road. Just
That was why we chose this. We would have been conscious of the road if we got the road. Maybe.
Exactly.
So
We're hidden in the jungle.
I think you're right. I think we just stay for the night and then pursue our same objective. Just be more cautious and wary.
More alert. Okay.
If you see any tracks, perhaps you might learn some details. I will the tracks you might see what I can discern.
All right.
Going back to I got a real pretty sure about it. So I'm gonna let they walk out again. No, I don't drink water and some duel. Get night. Like that's
All right. Who's on the third watch?
you got
All right.
yes, that's I never
I will have each of you guys do a perception check for your watch.
So Puddles is gonna go lie down, but she's awake.
never instant call out.
All right.
I get me 13.
All right. And Torque? Torque.
Yeah, I'm just looking for it on this thing. Don't know why I cannot find it.
rolling.
Roll.
Skill section.
Yeah, it's not coming up for some reason. Weird.
It should be, if you're on D&D and Beyond, it should be
Yeah,
big long thingy magic.
that's what I thought.
Here's what
You did it earlier for strength.
If you look at the skills, they are in alphabetical order.
I don't have it on.
Perception? It should be right under nature.
Yeah, I know. It is not on my sheet for some reason.
Weird.
wait.
It is crazy.
Try refreshing your
Oh.
page. Maybe.
Okay, here we go. No.
Ah.
Oh, that's bad.
Okay.
What? How bad?
That's a 4.
Yeah.
That is pretty bad.
Yeah.
Almost enough.
He's just polishing his sword.
He's just doing some push-ups.
Yeah.
He's a crit. How did I? 13.
Neither of you detect anything, and your ninth or your watch passes without incident.
Oh, so that's how we do it. We just don't notice anything, and then nothing
Yeah.
happens.
Really?
No, nothing's happened. Cool.
All right. You guys awaken slightly later than normal because you guys had a wake up in the middle. But you guys, sorry guys, I'm yawning like hell here. You guys
Okay.
awaken around 2 or 3 hours after sunup. Difficult to tell in the jungle, but you're estimating somewhere around 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning.
Pilots going in the direction where you saw. I would think
They were heading, well, they came from the north and they were heading south. They were on the path.
they were following us. So they were following the trail. I
Oh, goodness.
oh,
You're awfully big this morning.
But it got I won't but well, is this your true blood? Watch that. I don't think well, when you
Wait,
do it, that will. Now I just turn back into my tabaxi form, and then the old man, and then back to the true form, like in rapid succession. But I've got
my eyes.
sort of like a pale, dull green fur skin kind of thing, and a pale pink sort of bovine nose. Sometimes Scribble can have different sort of like variations on the main sort of facial features. Yeah, I woke up. It's nice to see it. And I wonder how that to feel about either complicated or shape changer or something. I'm pretty sure I'm not a when this doing for good. We have the shape. I could be. I don't think I am. I don't think that to be honest with me because I can do this a lot. Like, and I mean, I'm doing this. Do I not though? How do you not? How do you not know people? Well, we should probably focus on like making sure that we don't right. Sorry.
Does it hurt anytime you change?
Well, I mean, I hurt right now because I've got a bad headache. I mean, getting something like, yeah, I had like a headache and like I've shifted to like whatever medicine check. You know, a little bit chicken. I get a dirty 20 medicine.
On medicine, what are you attempting to determine?
He talk about his headache, like wondering if he got symptoms of the
Scarlet rat?
scarlet rat or anything else that we might have picked up in the village or anything else that might.
But he never went in.
Okay, so
Nope, he seems to be perfectly healthy as best you can tell. It's difficult to tell at the moment. He's a furball, and seems to be all right. But he was just briefly a tabaxi and an old mare.
everything seems to be fine. You don't seem to have any abrasions or fire damage. I don't think I've hit others. And it must be psychological, nothing visible. Drinking anything in the art, then maybe Elwood's got a swing at the water. I don't want to drink water. I'll tell you that for free. But, well, at least I can tell you how to pick up the scarlet fever. I was checking. You said that I was checking symptoms. So that's one thing I've always been pretty proud of. Never once got the scarlet breath, so I'm doing pretty good on that.
Maybe you just need something salty.
Well, I love salt.
Yeah.
Typically, headaches can be caused by a lack of salt.
Well, I don't have any jerky. I just bring bread. That's all I had.
Weren't we given stuff
It was just like brick.
even from the Thieves Guild?
Yeah, I don't know why they would eat brick. So it was abundant.
Rude.
Dular wants to go. It's perhaps we're both traders of people just study the tracks together. If you're together in the same boat, if you are questioned, I hadn't already thought about it. But he's been gone.
Can you make a survival check?
Yeah, I just like look like someone who might be good at reading tracks and stuff. I don't actually know. I just wanted someone to go with it. So he doesn't get lost. The one who knows the way. We're gonna get a
19. You pass through the northern edge of the jungle and you reach the path. It doesn't appear to be a path for like carts or even horses and that would have difficulty going down there. It appears to be a well-trodden footpath. You check the tracks. There are a considerable number of tracks going through there, but of the freshest tracks, you can make out some smaller footprints, but heavy, and some larger footprints following. They appear to be headed down the path, that
And that's the path that goes to the right.
you do not know that for certain. It's not one of the paths that were on your guys' options from the crossroads. This appears to just be a well-trodden path through the jungle.
Am I able to spend at least 10 minutes just kind of following the path to discern where it might?
Okay. You follow the path for about 10 minutes, and the path continues to the southeast.
I will head back to number 10. The kitty scrubber. No, they're sticking to the footpath. I believe if we stay, I believe if we push black the whole way, relatively safe. The path seems to the southeast. I think we should just continue on the way. So good. One. Oh, do you want?
Can Puddles like forage while we're going through like the jungle and look for stuff that we can eat?
Absolutely. Make a nature check.
Nature.
I'll help you with that, guys. Oh, wait, no, I can't. Because I'm not pursuing nature.
That's unfortunate.
I know.
That's a 1. Huh.
You are? Nice.
I tried.
So, big fat clothes, mushrooms.
She got passed on. 14. Or 16.
That's pretty big mistake. Not bad at all. You assist her with foraging. Puddles comes back with a big basket of berries and leaves and such that she feels are edible. You take one good hard look at them and say, throw all of that away, because that will almost certainly kill us.
Perfect. Alrighty.
Oh,
No.
I thought maybe him could use some of it since he only has breadcrumbs.
I'm going to assume this on what she's picked up and see if there's anything I could use to try to poison.
Go right ahead.
On this roll, can you take quick break and stuff that?
Yes.
20.
Nice.
I'm going to pause while he pees.
I got a natural 20.
A natural 20. You look through what you're able to locate here. Whilst there are plenty of things that would be poisonous, you do not find anything that would necessarily make a venom, which is technically what an injected or a exterior.
They're like, did you know that actually poison something didn't just venom? Yeah. Is there anything that could be used for stealth drugs? There.
Nothing specific. You collect a few bits and pieces out of it that you think may be of use.
So we can't tell if there's anything that's useful. This is just like random shrubs and stuff. Can't eat it.
Well, that might be a very bad run.
I mean, that could be used.
Oh, well, speaking most speaking.
It would still be irritating.
Yeah, the irritating breed, that's
Yeah.
gets in
Well, I tried. Next time, I'll do better.
All right. After you return to the group, that makes it about probably settling in about 10 o'clock in the morning. That's given everybody a chance to rest and do a little exploring and foraging.
So, you and living this the jungle? Yeah. I'll stay close to you as we travel. We should head in the same direction. All right. Yeah, maybe. I would like some.
Whilst the jerky is quite salty. It does not do anything for your headache.
I should have brought water. Well, I have some water on me to my travel pack. Does anyone have like magic that can make water? I've heard that that's the thing. I don't. Well, I don't believe any of this is. Bubbles, are you a cleric in the trees?
No, I don't have any magic.
I was gonna say a monk is. You think it's cleric? Those are two different things. Sure.
A paladin is quite close, but I'm not entirely sure if they have the spell of create food and water.
Yes, it's out of my ballpark. It's okay. It can pass by a creek on the line.
Like a cup.
I'll dump out my wine skin and I'll refill it with water. Because I brought wine.
Not the wine.
You gotta know what you gotta do. That might be what's causing you headache. Still nursing that headache. Yeah, that's why I don't.
Where's my fire, nobody?
Probably. Was that help? I didn't know that. Okay.
Interesting.
If we pass by any willow trees, I smell the road. For sure.
Well, we're going in water.
I was ill the other day, but that much better now.
What?
You were injured, remember? Only the bed decor? It was wild back those. I had been injured late. Well, like the last 2 days, thanked up a bit of clean. Bye. He doesn't really see if you're going to see accept help. He was very reluctant the first time I treated him.
I think he's got a tough skin.
He's pretty tough. He's tougher than me. I'm complimenting you, so I'm not.
Also, yeah, I wasn't being mean.
Sure, she wasn't mean.
All right, so shall we carry on
Yeah,
in our voyage?
I'll lead you through the jungle. Bushwhack.
Okay. Roll your whacking.
Like,
It'll be survival.
okay. I'm sending Cosmo ahead to maybe give you some insight could suggest for in your path to go terrain. Yeah, at the very least, having up in the sky, keeping your eyes for sure. It's that'll be quick.
Well,
Heads up perception rolls. Definitely.
perhaps we shouldn't make too much noise so we don't,
Actually, with what's his name again? Cosmo. Flying ahead, I will give you advantage on that because he will be collecting information and feeding it back.
Boom. I'm really good. Okay.
24. You continue through the jungle and you make it through about 2 days with nothing much of interest. Occasional snake here and there. But generally, you're able to lead them through a safe and reasonably quick route. You're probably a day behind if you had gone down one of the more obvious tracks. However, you do manage to make it through to where you believe you're sort of on the outside. You're definitely within half a day's journey from the lake. You guys can all have a long rest, and I would ask that everybody deduct 4 rations for the journey.
Okay.
Oops. I gotta remember how many. That is digital. We're not going to let that. That's it. 4 rations.
4 rations.
Or rations.
I'm just under a week's ration. Oh, got 4 rations. Like a charity. This one, we pick up some berries that are just.
Well, we can forage as we go, but some of us are better than others, so...
Yeah, but once we we're going to find out the next closest town. This video would be.
Well,
Would that be a Cosmo thing?
I think probably not.
Just like
history.
geography. It's the focus thing to geography. Weird.
Probably survival.
Yeah, I was going to say I will, all right. I will help them with the survivalist. I've been through these jungles. Oh, I got a big team of finding out what the next closest town is. You can for them. That's actually good.
To your understanding, the nearest town is the village that you guys passed already. There does not, from your memory, there does not appear to be a town ahead of you.
The town, village, city,
No other ones then.
that village kind of would be it.
That was
From their south restaurant. I don't want to alarm anyone, but we might find ourselves running out of rations on our way back. There's nothing out here. We'll have to really have to depend on each other out in the wilderness to find food, make it back. Listen, that. No, this man was like Mr. We have an entire. No,
I do recall Dula saying he's an expert in hunting and such, living on.
what's cool with most animals, and most of them are like toxic. All of their like toxic. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess largely more exhausted. Well, again, it's probably plenty of animals in here.
Let's just keep our eyes peeled then.
Can I just, if it's all the same with you, take a quick pause? So, you guys make the last few days pass with little or no difficulty. The jungle is not the easiest for many of you to pass through, but thanks to Dular's excellent guiding skills, you make it through without too much difficulty. Around early afternoon on the fourth day, you find that the jungle begins to thin. And as it thins, you start to notice, how to put this? The trees and the grass and such begin to take on odd colors, very sort of primary colors. You see a lot of red, blue, and like electric green patches of grass growing. The trees go from the large jungle canopy down to a fairly sparse number of trees, but there are a few. The hedges and trees that you pass seem to be purple, red, yellow. Some of them are multicolored.
I'm going to roll nature or canon to find out if there's any phenomena that could like relate this.
Go ahead, make one or the other.
I get a very bad 8 on nature.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure if you're a nature, so no. No, sorry, I get a 12 on
Wow.
Imagine.
As far as you can tell, there's nothing seemingly magical about it. However, I will ask everyone to make a wisdom check. Just straight wisdom.
Just straight.
Wisdom save or wisdom?
Wisdom check. Just wisdom roll. Straight wisdom.
7.
Question. Is that... Oh, never mind, I found it.
22. 22.
11.
11. All right.
9.
9.
Oh, I'm
10. Torque.
Don't tell us you can't find your
Oh, I'm on mute. 6.
A 6. I think this is an aside. All right. Do it. Get your just an aside.
Am I crazy, or has the nature taken on some weird colors?
Yeah, I don't think trees are supposed to live like this.
I've never seen bright colors in nature before like this.
But usually when like there's really bright colors like this, there's something poisonous, but like it can't all
This is
Oh, and Mark.
couldn't help it. Mark is away that
Oh,
it's very strange. Something's amiss here.
Let's not eat it.
I don't see anything. Just magic, but I can't walk. Yeah, yeah. It's and at there.
Who was shouting for me?
I was just wondering, this wasn't a saving, so it was just a straight wisdom check.
Great wisdom check.
Okay.
I won't say, but it literally is just a straight wisdom check.
Okay.
I feel like and
Light and tingly.
anyone else. Do I feel light and tingly? I don't.
You know, I didn't know.
I've been.
Are we sure we haven't eaten something?
Maybe we should be breathing something.
There's something that like. No. There's something about this place. Yes, it's unhappy, but I got to observe it. I accept the art of it's such a problem.
But it's not really good.
No. If I were to in the beginning, it could be God, you can see nothing. It is nothing I felt before. And I'm sure. Yes, I like.
Well, how do you feel other than tingly? Do you feel happy?
You see themselves. You see things beyond what we are saying. Not so much of what I feel. But how this place. Something
Interesting.
like the fairy.
Oh,
Oh yeah, the pixie.
As we're going through this, Mark, do we see like clear definitive borders of where the jungle was and where we're entering into?
Not really. As you sort of reach the edge of the jungle, it sort of thins out, and there's not a sort of clear dividing line between jungle and the odd colored area. It just sort of gradually shifts. Dular, you sort of feel it originally when you first start, and as you get closer and closer, it suddenly hits like full force.
As we get closer, it feels thicker. But do you think it's
thicker.
what is thick? Yeah, what's up? Some kind of thick. So we're very like something that's bright color. You come from the same one? Oh, maybe one. I guess your mom. Which one was your
Mom,
mom? British.
maybe.
So I guess if you would be one.
I don't know. Nothing's on my downfall. But
Is there any way we can see if we can skirt around it towards the lake?
Not really. You guys are within view of the lake by this point.
But the lake is within this like area. This
It is.
I'm gonna interject like out of character, but just to like make things a bit more distinct. Like Mark would not have built the whole terrain if we were going to be able to like easily avoid it.
Hmm.
You know,
Fair.
we just gotta like engage and not like we can fuck around a little bit with figuring stuff out, but like I feel like we're gonna get a whooping in a few minutes.
Spoilers. Dula, let's keep going and see how you're feeling as we go. See if it gets better or worse. This could just be a distraction somehow.
I can use medicine. Observe the creator. Alright. Follow me. Okay.
The trees and the jungle sort of falls away behind you as you move. Probably the last half a kilometer towards the lake appears to be thinned out, quite open, though you are definitely still seeing these patches of odd primary colored things.
I'm going to do some. I'm going to pick some, which pick the most brightest colored plant. Or sure I can see carve take a portion of it off and see if it keeps luster or if it kind of goes back to its nothing.
All right. Yeah, you don't need to roll for it. You wander up, draw your knife, and chop off a piece of a rather sort of lovely yellow and green tree, and it comes off as if it was just a colored tree.
Then it's maintains its color, nothing changes.
No change whatsoever.
Take that and just put it in my backpack and see. What if we take that back toward where the jungle? I mean, literally. Well, it's sort of time. What we'll try. I was grabbing your quick crumbs of the jungle pipe, run back and see if anything changes.
No change. No.
Can
It's literally as if you had picked a flower, except it's a branch. It's kept its color, kept its shape.
Maintaining its essence. Well, probably it's not an illusion. Unless maybe there's something in this area that like makes plants and stuff grow to look like this, and it's just like a natural. It could be. It could be druids. Could be. Yeah, you're a druid. What if this is like a druid thing, maybe?
No, this is a magical thing, probably. Like, it's not an all-natural thing. I don't think it's a druid thing. I think it's a something else thing. And I think once we start getting our asses kicked for whatever's upcoming, that's
Like this.
maybe
the
in
I don't-
nature. Like, oh, okay, but we know for sure people came this way, and we know for sure that we're looking for somebody this way.
Is there any stories, history check, any stories of lost people in the woods finding colorful things that you need to mind?
That's very specific, but make a roll.
I know while he's
I get it.
doing that.
22. No stories of anything like that of people being lost. No, really all you know about the area is that there is a large lake down there, and there is some sort of a temple in the area.
Do we know maybe just the god or Dixon?
Make a religion check.
Can Puddles take a look around and see what she can see in the surrounding areas and kind of scope it out?
7.
A 7. No, you have no idea what god the temple is.
Very surprised.
By all means, Pebbles, please make a taking a look around check. We'll call it a investigation check because you're going to spend a little bit.
Investigation? Okay.
I mean, like, kind of title on, like, trundle beside her and, like, and look around and stuff and see what I can.
So do I get an advantage with that?
Yes, you would have advantage.
Okay.
No entrepreneurial person out here, like, love her. This magnificent forest. You know, people don't love
I don't think it's been around that long.
it.
Okay. So with the advantage, I get 15.
Really lumber.
No.
They're young trees. They're not overly tall trees. They at most cap out at about 10 feet.
So, but relative. I know that there might be a temple nearby, but I'm not aware of what god it might be dedicated to. This might be an outpouring of its sacred magics.
Let's let Puddles do her investigation check real quick.
15.
15. You do a good investigation looking around. What specifically are you looking for?
Just anything that might seem unusual other than the bright colors. Anything in the distance, anything that's not nature related.
Anything in the distance for that, I will ask you to do a perception check. No assistance.
Okay. 17.
17. You look down towards the lake, and you can see right at sort of the convergence of the various paths. You can see a turns to a single path leading down towards the water, and you can slightly make out a building of some description. The entire building is made of a dark colored, almost metallic colored stone, but that's all you can make out from this distance.
So there seems to be a dark coloured building towards the water up there. Maybe we should start there.
How far away is it?
You're probably half an hour, maybe 45 minutes.
Far in the distance.
It's not so far that you would have difficulty with it. The hill sort of leads down in towards the lake. The paths all sort of converge down near the building, but not quite from where you are. You can't quite tell where the path goes.
All right, gang, let's go.
Just be
Blow it down.
okay. I'll bring in my short bow and kind of have an arrow knock maybe to begin.
All right.
Yeah, break out the war pick and the shield.
Definitely Joplin and heavy. Just ready. Cautious.
Puddles has her walking staff, her quarterstaff.
All right. Anyone else prepping anything? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Excuse me a moment. I'm going to walk up to a tree, and I'm going to cast a death mark.
Cast identify.
What does that take? Take up.
I believe identify is just an action, but just double check that.
Yeah.
By the by, I'm going to pause briefly. Go right ahead.
So I bring out an old pearl, and I bring out then I leave it. Then I then I touch the tree and I pass it.
It is a tree. There is an aura of magic in the air, but none of the trees in that appear to be magical in any way. Just odd colors.
Yep. I mean, isn't really a waste. If there's magic in the air, not right now, you know that it's not necessarily the tree itself, but in the air is the air. It's that bothers me. Mind this, let's check out this.
Lauren, can you sense anything? You have magic. Is this familiar to you?
No, ma'am. Certainly is not.
Tingling in your dongle?
No, dongle tingle. I am uncomfortable.
Sorry.
And
Oh.
I have to, well, and you know how in nature things are brightly colored. It's just a little, it's either for the bees or for danger.
Yeah, it's almost feeling like warming. You know, because I'm brain filled. Right?
Yeah. So,
Sorry.
Isn't right? The building's just like this dark gray, kind of almost shiny metal looking.
I bet you do there.
We don't know if we could see it. Building not this building seems very accurate. How? Yeah, that is weird. that it is perhaps a spell to protect the building, and the side effect is the color. Maybe.
Or
Let's continue on.
yeah,
Figure yeah, and the
Okay.
one might be magically sealed. Is this like open? Or is this like is there something?
Mark, we can see your screen.
And now I'm on the top.
Oh,
Yeah, we could. I don't know what you're typing to
that's all right.
Mr. Owen over there, but we can see it.
No worries.
When we get close enough, Mark, I want to cast Divine Sense to detect good and evil.
Okay.
But I need to be closer to the building.
Now I go and stuff.
All right. Go to stealth mode.
I'm also gonna do that as well as we're.
There's nowhere really to hide. You could sort of duck behind
But just be sneaky
some bush,
and quiet.
but it's fairly open, so you would need to be fairly stealthy in order to.
All right, not even 20.
Natural 20.
Stealth.
Him
Pretty simple.
disappears into throws his cloak up in front of him, and suddenly you cannot see him.
Hiding behind the gnome.
The four balls hiding behind. No,
Is it tall grass or is it just like short grass?
no, it's short grass. There are patches of taller grass, but it's not even coming up to the gnome's knees.
Ah, okay.
But again,
Cool.
there's sort of sporadic patches, and each of the patches is colored. The rest of the grass is grass.
Okay. Can we see anything else as we're walking towards the building there?
Make a perception. In fact, somebody can make a perception check, and it can, because there's two of you, be assisted.
I can do it. I have advantage with perception anyways.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay. 23.
23.
We.
As you guys begin to get closer, Puddles, you are able to detect one of the Imbani guards standing outside the small temple. You can only see one, however.
You guys, there seems to be a guard on the outside of that temple there. We should proceed with caution. We don't know where the other one is or where that little cloaked female has gone.
I don't. They might have that. It's just the gods. They went
But that seems a little suspicious.
beyond.
That there would only be one.
Are there any windows on this building at all, or would it only be through the door we get people to see it?
At the moment, you guys are not quite close enough to tell. You can make a perception check, but it'll be a fairly high DC.
I'm going to continue to move toward it. I mean, still, I'm really confident in how well I've kind of like hidden myself in moments. So I'm going to keep on, regardless of discussion. I'm going to continue on. Can we take the ball? You can even see. I mean,
He's so stealthy.
I'm like, I can stop.
He's a rogue with a natural 20. You channels.
Yeah, why he said, why don't we do that? Why don't we take the phone brilliant guard? We can go over and beat this person.
Is that wise?
I told you. I can do this, but I'm not confident in my confidence yet. So I didn't do the top four. Oh, there was
I
nitpicky.
feel like they may have magic to detect that.
Get well, at least we do look like what they're looking for. Basically, change what they were.
Sure.
Right, it's I'm not.
I'm going to do an aside with him briefly. Him to the side?
Yeah, sure.
right, waiting outside. So
I think we should gather a little more information before we rush in.
It's not a bad idea.
Let's see what we can see. What about your buddy?
You Raven.
What?
Yeah, sure. We'll do that first. You can make it.
Because he can be a little more discreet than the rest of us, and we'll just wait to see what he says.
I'm going to send Cosmo and then overlooking the guard to see if we can hear when you observe it.
Okay. You send Cosmo up, and he flies down, lands on the top of the building. He can see the guard that is in front, and can you please make a perception check using Cosmo's perception? So you will need to look up what a bird perception is. Probably a good thing.
It's, yeah, Raven.
Actually, well, I might be able to.
Oh. We've disappeared.
Yep,
Return back to
you're back.
very rough. Raven's got a perception, the best perception 13.
Got a +3.
Yes.
Make your perception check.
I get a 9.
A 9. As far as Cosmo can tell, there's one guard at the front of the.
Is it Bonnie?
Is it Bonnie?
Bonnie?
It is, yes.
So I kind of just like apparate right next to you, Elred. Like I was there all the time, sister.
Like that?
So there's two guards. Two guards. So one guard, and then there's one. You get the third one. You like go directly down from the building down to it. It must be the same.
Oh.
Guards. There's the
But where's the cloaked one?
cloaked lady, so she might be inside the temple thing. So it looks kind of like in my person. That's just me. So there's the two guards are still there, accounted for. One in the stats standing down by water, the other one standing at the entrance of the thing. So you give me just sort of the big match city versus so they look exactly like what no, these are the uniforms. They wear a very traditional knife. Have so we could either impersonate gods that are that lead them another a second person. Well, either that. We appear if you are to engage with them, should look the way.
You know, I'm really, really tired of the despise ourselves game. We do it like limited stuff. Let's just prep for fight.
Go down into the copper without being destroyed. I agree. Like I can literally transform into other people, and it's not worth it.
It's not work, and I'm sick of it. And let's just acknowledge we're going to be engaging in combat.
Yeah, for sure. They don't know this. I was. They have no idea what we're doing. So we can guard us pretty quickly. The only issue, the unknown, as far as I can tell here, still is which the city Jackson is for sure in the business. So when we get to doing deceit or open the assessment.
That's the man that burns down shit without thinking about it.
Yeah.
Well, you know, that might be next. It's in test to that. And I do. We did try to there wasn't anyone following. And
Well,
to get a vaccination either.
perhaps we take out one and try to do that as a group. So maybe the one that's farthest away from the building, he's probably left unawares because he's probably just hanging out.
The way the building's sort of facing, it's kind of like that guard is looking directly at his partner.
Oh,
We can
interesting.
kill him, but interrogate him, we're gonna have to kill him.
Well, I don't think we have the means to interrogate.
Well, it's tempted to just do it at the moment. It's like, why I want water, but I against we know that they're gonna trump. I mean,
So, him,
Well, like, we don't even look like he's just looking for them. We're just maybe perhaps an ogre is coming to asylum us, or
who else would be out here, though?
like no, we can't transform herself, or can't.
I cannot.
I don't. I'm maybe you can.
I'm gonna disguise it, but like either way, you're outvoted. So just stop
Like you
and let us do it.
you can change out of the size if you want to, but I don't think it's gonna work. I think we're gonna have to.
Oracle's going to ask him, is there any advantageous terrain that we can take to maximize the distance?
We could take one of the prisoners. That would be useful potential, but that depends on like this mage lady in white hat should to like turn that way. It doesn't matter. She use it's good. Yeah. It's
And if they're hired help, she may not care much about them to begin with.
at least one guy. Yeah. It could be a useful tool. I want to be prepared for it might be like my last thing that was in the first place. If this lady was like something like it. But if we kind of sleep on the single one, fix take you into the do you want to try it? You gotta be quick enough. We can't keep them this person.
The longer we stay here, the more likely they're going to notice us.
So if you want to try and put the guy down by the water to sleep while we assassinate the guy by the door, then we take them both out at the same time.
Divide and conquer.
Yeah, right? The Biden called it. And then all we have to worry about is the lady. I mean,
And if she's in the building, she's distracted by something.
you're sure if that's where you're doing the doors, you don't look like yourself. So you can change form and some other figures.
Perhaps I can climb up on the roof and jump down at him.
I think you definitely should do that. That'd be really cool. Yeah. But also, like, really effective. I could also cast a charm. See if that might be able. Well, let's go. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go.
Well, one of them needs to be knocked out right away while we take care of the other one. So whoever can do that,